The film is about a story of a Jewish man at the time of the Nazis. At the beginning of the story, Guido falls in love with a girl named Dora, and then they have a son called Yosef. Years pass, and the persecution against the Jews begins, and he, his son, and his wife were forced to go to concentration camps. When they finally got there, Yosef didn't understand what was happening, so his father decided to tell him that everything they were experiencing was a game and that he had a mission, which consists of stay hidden all the time without anyone discovering him, and at the end he would win a giant tank. Finally, the war ends and Guido dies. Despite his death, he never failed to remind his child that life is beautiful and should always be lived as such.
Set in the 1930s, when fascism was already prevalent in Italy and when the Second World War was about to begin, this movie was recorded in the Tuscan city of Arezzo in Italy.
The main characters of the film are: first, Roberto Benigni, who wrote, directed, and starred in the film, plays Guido Orpheus and uses his imagination to protect his young son from the horrors of a Nazi concentration camp. The second one is Nicoletta Braccio, who was a beautiful young teacher named Dora in the movie and the wife in the real life of Roberto Benigni. The third one is Horst Buchholz, and it was the Dr. Lessing who immediately became friends with him, since he liked riddle and spent time wondering. He was the one who helped him not to die in the gas chamber when he recognized him. And the last one is Giorgio Cantarini, and was the son of his father worked so hard for, and is named Josue.
This film is full of contrasts. Initially, it shows the harsh reality of the Holocaust and all its consequences, such as family separation, persecution, rejection, slavery, and torture, demonstrating the cruelty of the Second World War. However, the innocence and sweetness of children is also demonstrated, letting us know that they are the ones who always see the best side of things. The message is clear. No matter how difficult the situation is, the tenderness and kindness of the people we love makes things easier to deal with. La Vie est Belle catches off the viewer's attention by immersing them into the main characters' feelings, into their joys and sorrows, and is an accurate representation of life, with good or bad moments, but always worth living.
This movie has many memorable scenes that touch us very much. The one that I like the most is when the mother sadly looks at the clothes of the children who have been murdered, and how the father and his son sneak into a sound from the megaphones so the mothers know that both he and his son are okay.
For me, the most memorable scene was the final scene when Joshua was in the tank with the American soldier and he saw his mom and started to scream, "Mom, Mom," after didn't see her for a long time. It was exciting because you can feel how the little boy felt when he saw his mom after living the horrible experience of the Holocaust. But even that, he was really happy and he conserved his innocence. And something that is important in that scene was he said the sentence that they had won, because you can remember everything that his father did for conserve that innocence, because Jose was a child. It was really impossible for me to not cry again. This movie is really beautiful.
The scene I liked the most, and the one I think was the most memorable from the whole movie, was the one in which Guido is about to die. Because even knowing that he was going to get murdered by that Nazi soldier, he kept thinking of his son all the time. And he tried to hide that sad reality from him in a lovely and funny way. I remember the first time I saw this movie, I was really sad because I knew that Guido was going to die. But at the same time, I was really shocked, surprised, and amazed because of his courage. This scene is really overwhelming and shows us that love can change people's lives.
For me, the best part of the movie is when Guido pretends he speaks German and starts making up instructions for his son to believe that the game is real. I really love that part because it shows the love that a father has for his son by doing the impossible so he doesn't realize the difficult situation they are going through.